Hi guys, autopsy time. This old Agfa Action Cam camera, which is also known as Minolta RD175. It is dead, this one, and in fact I have another one in good working condition. This one is water damaged. So as it is very bulky, I know it is rare, but it is dead anyway. So as it is bulky, I cannot really keep it. So I will make an autopsy with it. At least it will be interesting to see what we have inside, how it is made, how they did interconnect the electronics with modified film SLR body. So first I will grab any parts I can eventually reuse, as this cover, this flash cover, this PCMCIA hard drive bay cover. If I find another camera with a missing cover, I will be happy to have this one. Also the battery cover. It works with a camcorder battery, Sony camcorder battery. So now when it is done, I did already have a look inside because it is not really obvious how you take it apart. So we have a back cover here. So this will be a multi-part video, of course, because I cannot do everything in a single row. Here I have one more little screw, which is quite in bad condition. Here we are. And already I should be able to remove this back cover. When in fact it will reveal the core of the unit, the free CCD assemblage, because yes, it is a free CCD, and as far as I know there is an optical system to resize the picture for the CCDs, so it will be quite interesting to look at. So here we are, this back cover. As you can see, plastic thick, but they did make reinforcement studs inside, so it is pretty rigid. And here we have shielding. If I remove this screw and some other screws at the bottom, I will be able to remove the whole bottom cover, which is just masking or hiding the electronics block with shielding all around. Here we are. So there is a spot for another battery here for the camera part itself. And it is a little bit messy. I have a plug here and a plug here somewhere, maybe. Yes. And here we are. So as you can see, already we can see the water damage. It is really sad in here. Rusty screws. So I will grab some screws and stuff. Anything still half good, but all these parts will go to the waste bin anyway. So now we have the bottom, so maybe I can remove this cover on the side. Not sure if I am missing a screw somewhere. No. Yes. It is quite odd. As you can see, we have a status LED, which is hot glued or epoxy glued even in this part. So I did just break it. Not a big deal. Anyway, it is all dead. Some sticky tape to remove. I believe you will be able to access to the electronics today. So we have here, you can see the piece to for the belt, how it is made. It looks almost custom part for this very special modified camera. So here I can pull this shielding, and we have a first overview of the optics assembly. So viewfinder here with very complicated shape by the way. In fact, it must collect the built-in viewfinder from the camera here, and it transports it somewhere else. Here we have what must be a white balance sensor, I believe. Maybe it was not fitted to the film camera. And here we have the complicated optics with the 3 CCDs chips. So in fact I believe there are 2 green CCDs and 1 red-blue CCD. Oddly enough, it is a very special setup. Now for this bottom electronics module, there is shielding to remove. As you can see, we have a stack of at least 4 PCBs, it seems. So if I remove this one, and 2 more at the front, so it looks like the camera has the original bottom plate, as you can see here, and they did screw over it this metal plate. So it is it looks to be a stock camera which was specially modified for the purpose. But it was the most popular, well, the first really popular digital SLR camera. So, and we have a first stock screw, of course. So let me deal with it off camera. So I'm back. I did use a pair of pliers to tear off the metal piece. The screw is still in there. Now I can try to remove this bottom frame, which seems to be made from stainless steel. Not sure, is it stainless steel? Let me grab a magnet. No, it is regular sticky steel. I have already seen stainless steel parts in cameras, oddly enough. Not sure why they need stainless. So I have 2 more little screws here with a grounding wire also. And I believe most of the parts I'm removing now are just junk anyway. Yes. I have the, look at this, the plug here for the flex cable. It's just unsoldered or detached from the circuit board. I believe the oxidation from the water damage did attack the solder. Quite impressive, in fact. So usually water damage electronics are really not good deals, because you cannot salvage anything. So this one also, more particularly if it is sea water. Same here, and same here. The thing that just detached from the little pull and detached from the PCB. So all this is wind. Now I have a few wires to cut, few grounding wires it seems, and I should be able to remove this bottom interface box. Yes, so we keep this part for later. It will be in the next video. Or a next video at least, future video. And here we have the SCSI interface and PCMCIe interface in this module. It seems to be also in very sad condition. So let's see if I can take it apart with not too much trouble. I have two screws at the top, here, board-to-board connector here, and I believe this part will come off. Oh, I also have, look, here we have power regulators, power transistors, LM regulators screwed onto the metal frame for its sinking, and of course these screws will not come off. This one does come off, but this one seems completely stuck. Yes, nice. The work is very easy with stuck screws, like this maybe. So we have, what do we have? It is really a pain to take apart. Yes. So it is not the proper way probably to take it apart, but anyway, it is junk, so no blood so far, it's good. Let's break it away. Okay, so we have the plate here, the side of the PCB. You must have some clips at the bottom under this. I am in the camera field. Yes. So we have rust first. What seems to be memory, RAM memory chips. It is sad to scrap some vintage electronics like this, but collectible thing. eBay hasn't got any one of these cameras on sale for now. So it means it must be really something hard to find. Look at this. This is completely ruined. On this side we have two big neck controllers. PCB name is Memo 1. Associator here. Some little standoffs here. Seems to be stock parts. Quite unusual to see this in a Japanese camera. Okay, so this is dead. This is dead also. And here at the bottom we have the ACSI plug, computer interface plug, and you can see also that it is in a very sad condition. Symbios logic chip here, another one here which is completely soaked in water debris, really. Okay, and this is also a very nice piece of junk, by the way. So this was I can see some, yes, some sand in here, it seems. So it must be seawater that went inside. Okay, so I hope the other part will not have such water damage. It does not seem to have been this board here a little bit, but the other parts on the top here and as you can see the inside here seem to be clean. So maybe the water did not go further than this limit, and this part will not be too bad inside. I hope so. You can see the inside here seems okay. The battery compartment here was good also. So I guess it was put in on the floor, and the C did come up, and it did avoid the bottom of the camera maybe. So I can just remove this in order to have a look at this PCB. Nice sheet of black plastic here, can be useful for something. And here we have must be a part of signal processing from the TCDs maybe, because it seems to be mostly analog stuff. I will remove one last screw for now to remove this metal bracket here because it is in the way. Okay, as you can see there is rubber parts to hold the stack of 3 PCBs. And yes, I can see more water damage in these ones. And it really looks like they did stick this part over the camera body. You can also almost guess here the hinge for the film door, but this is a custom part. So it must be the limit where they did modify the camera. There must be some interconnection between the camera electronics and the control boards here. Must be this one at the bottom. Okay, so in the next video we will attack this layer of this stack of PCBs and see how far we can go. Thanks for watching for now, bye bye.